Oh my god. And the shoes again. Uh sorry y'all. Sorry. Hmm. I don't know about anybody else, but I got a problem with this video. Kool-Aid. Yeah, Queen Dee Dee with Dee Dee said it. Know you love me, know you miss me, know you hate me, but it all makes sense either way it go. You know who we looking at right here. Miss G. I don't know why this video is 14 minutes and 31 seconds long. I don't know what the hell they talking about on here, but I got kind of interested into why is this video 40 minutes long and it's tapping into my time. Y'all know I take a video this long, so I'm wondering what in the world this lady got to talk about. Brace yourself, looking for a woman to add to her relationship. But she hasn't seen her man in 2 years. Lord, help us. Would you help us, Lord? Please, let me get my clothes right together. You know, let me throw my do's on. Because I think I got some work to do. But hopefully it don't be that bad, though. Y'all know I don't get too bad. Or y'all know I don't get too jiggy with it. But let's see what this lady talking about, because I don't know. I don't know if she going to be my friend in the end, or I'm going to have some enemies in the comments. Or some haters in the dislike thumbs down. But we'll see. Either way it go, let's listen in. Kool-Aid idiots.
Yeah, I'm ready as I'm gonna be.
Oh, okay. How do you say your name?
It's Tanika. I'm sorry. It's Tanika.
God, I had it all wrong. Tonica.
It looks like Monica with a T, so I get it.
Okay, I can remember that. Baby, that's just why I love you so much. Never meant to cause you no pain. I just want to go back to being. I love Monica. All right, Tonica. How old are you, love?
I'm Tanika, and I am 50.
Tanika, okay. You just said it was like Monica.
I know. I said it looks like.
I mean, come on, Kendra. You just said it. You just said it was like Monica. I hope she don't get started. I mean, we just started 2025. I want you to start listening. I like the frontal and the straight down, but I need her to listen. I also like the jacket, girl, but I ain't gonna like none of it if you don't listen to this lady. She got a 40 damn minute video, and I need to know why. I need you to listen so we don't have to repeat stuff over.
Monica with a T, so I get why everybody says Tonica, but it's really Tanika.
Oh, girl, yeah. Well, y'all need to spell it over. Shit. Tamika, how old are you?
I'm 50.
Okay, 50. What you do for a living, boo?
I work in finances, annuities, and life insurance.
Okay.
Yep.
You have any kids?
I do. By birth, I have all boys. 27, 27, 19, and 11.
How about the same man?
No, 2 different fathers.
So 3 kids, right?
Yep.
And where you calling us from, babe?
I am in Ankeny, Iowa right now, but I'm originally from Ohio.
So you live in Iowa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got Tonica, right?
Tanika.
Tanika, 50. She works in finance, life insurance, Iowa. Mine are 3 by 2 men. Have you ever been married?
No, never been married.
Okay. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Okay, so this is going to be strange because I really came on here originally to try to find my mama partner, but she was like, I'm in a meeting. So I said, fine. I'm actually in a long distance relationship with somebody, but we are interested in bringing a third person on. So I would like to meet a young lady here in the Ankeny area. I knew you was going to say that. I'm here in the Ankeny area. I do have permission from him. He's in Detroit. I'm in Iowa, but we've been friends for 5 years prior to me moving here, and we just continued our friendship, and that's my man.
So are y'all friends or are y'all
We're in a
relationship?
relationship. We're in a relationship.
So you're looking for a female to add into your relationship.
Yep.
I have said this that more women have called for the poly experience than the men.
Polyandry.
Men have called, but it's
Yeah.
always been more women. So how old you want this girl to be, child?
Anywhere between 40 and 55. He's a little younger than me. He's 46. Um, and just be open. He is a practicing Hebrew Israelite, so she has to be understanding to that as well.
So what are
Uh,
some of the things that fall into that she has to understand?
she does have to understand that polyamorous does not necessarily mean threesomes all the time. It doesn't mean that we all just are intertwined all the time. She has to understand that he is very diligent and very disciplined. And so we want to just create an atmosphere and create a home where everything is a little bit more peaceful. I understand, like, as a brother, he's out there conquering the world as far as I'm concerned. So when he comes home, we just want it to be someplace where we can all just be good and be safe and be secure. He's very protective over me. Um, so I just want somebody that can fit into that. Plus, because we're so long distance right now, I would like to get to know her first and just see if, like, the vibes all match. You know what I'm saying? I don't want
So you
to.
want to vet her before you bring her to your man.
Yeah. Hmm.
So let me ask you this: can she sleep with your man without you?
Hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, child, women don't care these days.
It's not about not caring. It's about just being in a space where he's allowed that freedom, and he's very much a provider and protector, and he earns a little bit of freedom. I'm not the type to where I'm like, you got to be up in my face. I may not want to be bothered for a couple hours, and it's not like I'm pressed about what he's doing when he's not around me. I'm not that pressed like that. So.
So let me ask you this: do you date outside of him?
No, I don't have any interest in dating outside of him.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Would this woman move in with you, or would she have her own place?
Well, in the beginning, I would like for her to have her own place because I want her to be just as secure and add value to what we have going on. So I don't want her to come in like she's needy and needing to be taken care of. That's not the situation. It's
Well, isn't it okay? So let me ask this first. I was going to ask that next. So you said he provides for you. Is the goal he's going to provide for her too?
the goal is for him. The goal is for us to provide for each other. He, as the male, is a primary provider. But I don't expect for him to take care of either one of us. I expect all of us to be able to take care of each other, though.
Hmm. So okay, we're trying to get this. We're all trying to figure it out. We're all trying to figure it out. So
Right.
what is the benefits of the lady?
Um, for me or for him.
No, for the lady you're asking. Like, what would
Okay.
be her benefit of joining into this with you two?
Well, first, a lot of honesty and understanding, a lot of transparency, a lot of direct knowledge and understanding from the both of us, a lot of security. Like I said, I'm a parent. My youngest is 11. So I don't want little kids around because I'm kind of up in age. But just a security blanket for her as well.
Whoa, hell no. I'm glad she said. Cause listen, I'm looking at her. I'm like, first of all, lady, you look like you're more towards 60 than 50. And then you gonna tell me you up in age. Up in age? Well, I'm 50. I just turned 50, damn it. And you ain't gonna be putting me in the up in age category with your up in age ass. I want her to take that back. But then again, I hit dog holler just now, and I ain't mean to get hit, but when I heard her say she's 50, and I just turned 50, and I ain't up in age, damn it, I just got started, okay? This ain't, oh, I'm in right here, girl. I don't know what you're up to, but you better take your whole up in age ass on like you're about 80 years old. Not the day, buddy. And then on top of that, Stop labeling yourself as up in age and you're on here talking about you looking for a woman. That woman don't want to have to deal with up in age, bad knees, bad ankles, bad elbows and stuff. Why you got to say you 50 and up in age? You already got my head going like, wait a minute. I want to eat this story up, but I have to wait my damn turn.
You know, I don't want her to be needy, like super needy, but I want her to understand that I'm here and he's here and we're here for a better purpose and
The bigger purpose that you're here for, and I don't even know your whole damn story. It seems like you're there, and you do need her more than you trying to let on. You need her to help you keep your man. Because for me, it seems like you can't hold on to your man by yourself. I've never seen the video before, but I'm intervening now. You're going to make like you don't need her. I don't need her to think I need this. I don't need her to think we need her for that. I don't need her to want to be needy. But you are more needy than anybody because clearly he ain't needy. You seem like you're way more needy because you need her to join in. Because I want to know why you vetting for his needs.
Purpose. And it's just to be secure, to have a good friendship, to have good relationships, to have just good interactions and peace.
Woo, woo. Okay, so what are some deal breakers? Did you already do that?
Deal breakers, somebody who's real promiscuous and who isn't disciplined, somebody who is selfish and jealous and doesn't really understand the dynamics of a polyamorous relationship, somebody who's not secure in themselves, because we don't want to add that insecurity to what we got going on. So
I'm kind of confused at that statement because you're going to say you're looking for someone who's not insecure in themselves. You're looking for someone who, whatever you're saying about being a polyamorous. The problem with it is, why would you get somebody that's insecure when they know they're coming into a already have put together relationship? So why would you be saying insecure? They already know they're coming into some other put together relationship that I don't know how it's one. Because you in one area of the world and he in another centimeter of the world. So why would a person come in with insecurities?
Does he look a certain way?
She doesn't have to look a certain way. I've dropped like 20 pounds in the past few months, in the past year almost. And so I do want her to consider her physical health a big deal. For a long time I didn't, and I'm getting on that now. So she doesn't have to look a certain way. She just has to be in a certain space. Like, don't come over here if you're real insecure. Don't come over here if you can't have good female relationships without it being sexual, because it doesn't have to be sexual. But no, she doesn't have to necessarily look a certain way. I know that he doesn't like, well, I can't even say that he doesn't like heavy women. I know that he prefers a woman that's a little healthier. You know, good testicles. You know what I'm saying? She gotta have some nice something to look at, some eye candy, of course.
You said he has good testicles.
No, I said she has to have like good breasts. He's a breast man, so he likes good breasts.
She is shopping on our show for a woman for her man, child. Usually they're together. I think you're the first poly without the man, and literally just said she's looking for a girl with good breasts because that's what her man likes.
Yeah, he likes that.
So this blows my mind because I can never do this. But at this moment, hosting the show for 5 years, I done heard it and seen it all. So there's no jealousy at all of him being with her. None of that bothers you.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So I want you to respond to this because you seem very confident and direct in this stance.
Yeah, none of it isn't going to bother her because she vetting for a woman. So basically, she going to get a woman that actually she can control. That's why it's not bothering her just yet, because she's going to get someone and she going to start controlling them from the beginning. So you better make sure, you talking about the woman not being insecure, you better make sure you don't become insecure, girl.
Whenever I have poly people on the show, they talk about the woman usually, and they say that this woman is desperate to keep him, and she's willing to tolerate anything in order to keep him. What do you say to that?
I'm not desperate to keep him. He's been here for 5 years. It's been me that's been stubborn for 5 years. He's been here for 5 years, and it's never been an issue for me to question him about where his, like I said, he lives in Michigan and I live here in Iowa. I moved here from Ohio, so we were a lot closer when we were 3 hours apart, but it's just never been a concern for either one of us. I've never been the type to be like,
that's right, you guys, so how far are you? You're 3 hours apart now?
no, when I was in Ohio, we were 3 hours apart, but now we're 10 hours apart. So we haven't seen each other as much. Like we haven't physically seen each other in 2 years, but we talk every day. We FaceTime every day.
Wait, hold on. Okay. Hold the hell up.
So I've been in Iowa.
Pause.
Okay.
Pause. Tamika, right?
Tanika.
Mm-hmm. You haven't seen this man in 2 years?
Yeah, because well, it's been a little over a year. I moved here to Iowa in 2023, and we haven't traveled back and forth. I've been back and forth to Ohio, but we haven't traveled back and forth in the time that I've been here. Yeah. Well, so I mean, it's a long distance relationship. I started off in saying
Why haven't y'all seen each other in over almost 2 years?
In almost 2 years, because I moved here to Iowa. I was 10 hours away driving. Listen. I know. I have taken the time out to go back home to Ohio because I have, take my kids to visit their father and things like that.
Girl. That's not your man. It's not your man. It's not you. It's not your man. Listen. Wake up. Wake up. Wake the hell up. This is not your nigga. Okay, he's not.
I am fine in our relationship.
This ain't no relationship. This is a pen pal. This is an email. This is an Instagram DM. There's people in Instagram comment sections that got a deeper relationship than you.
Okay, let me explain something. He has wanted to come to Iowa. I do not like the racial climate here in Iowa. My man is a Hebrew Israelite, and I do not want him to come here. And so we're comfortable where we are. We're comfortable how we are.
You're comfortable with the idea that you have a man. So you're literally, the girl the threesome girl, is she going to live where you live or live where he lives?
Well, I would vet her from here, but even if she lived in like Des Moines, because I'm right outside of Des Moines.
Let me ask you this. What do y'all plan on seeing each other in person?
Well, now that I have to say it on TV, I am going to visit him soon because I have vacation time coming up. Probably within the next 2 months or so.
What makes this man your man that you have not physically touched in 2 years? Like, to me, this is delusion. So I need to understand how you literally feel like this is your man.
Okay, so our relationship is everything except sexual. And it was very... No. He lives in Detroit. He's an engineer. He's a double degree person.
So there's no reason... Okay, so I'm sorry to keep cutting you off. Mm-hmm. But you cannot justify why y'all haven't seen each other in person. Like, that just does not make any sense.
It has been on me to not go to where he is. Because normally he'll come to Ohio. Normally I'll go to Detroit. Since I moved here to Iowa, it wasn't a priority for me to actually go and see him in Detroit because most of my traveling, I'm taking my children to and from Ohio. And so it just isn't a priority for us to have to be involved. I'm okay being celibate. I'm okay with the way my path is going. So it's okay for us. Now, if I was in a place where I'm like,
wait a minute. So you're okay with being celibate, but is he okay with being celibate? Because you're telling me this man has been celibate for almost 2 years waiting on you. Girl, if you don't get a new pair of dreads in your head and wake the hell up and get you a new pair of sunglasses and change them glasses to something else where you can see and hear, I know something. You know good and damn well you're vetting for a woman because you are not of as interest to this man. You might be a good phone call conversation, But you ain't moving past that, girl. Something ain't right.
No, I need to see him right now, then I'll go to him. If he was in a place, and like I said, he's tried to tell me plenty of times, I'm coming there, I'm coming there, I'm coming there, I'm coming there. And I'm like, no, I don't want you here. This place is not safe for black men. It's the 98% state. I don't want that worry.
Why did you move there? Like, you don't want to worry. So why did you, are you pursuing a pen pal relationship, but you vetting this woman to be on the other side of the pen or pencil? Because I'm just honestly not getting, this is such a tongue twisting twangler. I don't, if I've ever heard of one. What is this woman's zodiac sign? Did Kendra get to the zodiac sign yet? We're missing some, connecting some dots here. It's something about this lady she's not telling. I mean, either you have a low sexual drive. I'm not putting you out there. I would like to know, have there been any type of health issues? Have you had a hysterectomy? And I don't care. And I'm not hitting below the belt. I'm only asking questions because I know sometimes a woman, as she start getting older, I mean, I ain't there yet, but she start getting older, she lose her sex drive, her intimate drive. She lose all the driving she could lose except driving behind the wheel. And you lose those too. So I'm not understanding what is going on here. You say this man acting like he running behind you and he's trying to get to you and you're pushing him away. But you're on the Kendra G live vetting for a woman for him. Girl, if you don't sit your ass down and come on here and tell us, well, you could tell Kendra anything because Kendra don't look for the truth. She just look for a conversation in a, can you download the Kendra G app?
Sent my 27-year-old from Iowa back to Columbus.
Kool-Aid.
I just don't want that worry. I know that he's a very stern, very outwardly spoken Hebrew Israelite.
If he very stern and outwardly person, Israelite, why are you concerned about what type of state you in? When you moved to that damn state, you knew he was that type of person. But I did hear you say he's practicing. But you already knew what type of person he was. I'm sure you knew what state you were moving to. So why would you be worried about the state if you're saying he's stern, he's strict, he's an engineer, he's degree, so you don't think he got enough common sense to know how to act when he get the way the hell you at? I mean, what? Your state ain't no different than nobody else's damn state. Like, why are you acting like you babysitting this 46-year-old man? You're acting like you babysitting a 46-year-old man, but then in the same breath, you acting like you're up in age.
Listen, you know what? Here's the deal. Maybe you don't know it. We free. We not slaves no more.
Thank you.
There's other cities on the planet. Like, if you feel this way, you're not, like, if you feel, hold on.
I am already,
child, let her talk.
There's in the process of leaving
girl, we
here.
not slaves no more. There ain't no master. We don't got to run away. We could walk outside in public. You can go to a different city and say, we's are free. You acting like this is an Underground Railroad relationship.
Let me explain something. I only moved here temporarily to get a better environment for my kids. Okay?
For 2 years.
The point of the matter is, you said you haven't seen each other because you don't want them to come here. Girl, y'all can meet somewhere else.
And we are, and we will, but it just hasn't been a priority for us because my traveling right now and my finances for my traveling is to take my children to and from where their father is so that they can spend summers and things like that. So it just hasn't been a priority of us. It's not something that, like, yes, we would love to see each other more often. We talk about it all the time.
Maybe just once.
We talk about it all the time, but it's not something that is like right now, I'm in the process of getting my job and transferring back to Ohio. And I know at that time, it's going to be on and popping. I don't have no problem.
So real quick, you consider this man to be your man?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you said he's a provider, so he sends you money?
He sends me money if I need it, but I provide for myself. But if I need some money... How often does he
send you money?
Whenever I ask him.
How often do you ask?
I don't ask him a lot.
Okay, so he don't send you money often because you don't ask?
He doesn't. He doesn't have to though. I don't. He sends me money when I need.
I brought up that because you said earlier he was a good provider.
Yeah. Meaning that if there's something that I need
that when you call, he answer the phone, or meaning like if you text him, he'll text you back.
Even when we're in it, mind you, we've only not been in the same space for this past year. I've been here in Iowa.
You told me so was it a year?
Since 2025.
Okay, today is February 2025. When's the last time you saw him in person?
2023.
Was in 2023. Was in June of 2023.
Listen, girl.
When I moved here.
And you consider this your boyfriend?
Yeah, I absolutely do.
So if you considered your boyfriend, when we asked you about your goddamn relationship, why did you say my friend? And Kendra said, so is that your boyfriend? No, she said, are you in a relationship? And then yeah. So if you're in a relationship, you don't address a person as your friend.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Let it go, Kendra. Let it go. Let it go, Kendra. She ain't gonna tell us the truth.
Yes,
We need
ma'am,
him on the
I
line.
do.
Can we get the man on the line, please? I got some questions to ask him. I got some questions to ask this practicing Israelite. Because we ain't going to get the answer for her. And these are the things that we talking about, lady. That's why these men come on and they go to critiquing women down to the T, because you come on the show and you further embarrass women like this. Y'all don't understand. Y'all put y'all foot in y'all mouth, and then you put all women, especially black women, in the same damn category. And then you done messed around and bumped your damn glasses because you going to say, yeah, I'm 50 years old and I'm up in age. Up in age? You're not up in age, you're just up in weight. You just up and needing some common sense. You just up and needing to get more secure within yourself. Up in age, let us know if you got health ailments. Let us know if you disabled, because I want to know, how did you turn 50 into up in age and you got 80-year-olds that say they ain't up in age? This lady is a walking troll. I don't know what this lady got going on. I prefer to talk to the man.
I do. To the point where I don't put myself out there for other men, because there's not another man that, I mean, the friendship that we build, the relationship that we build, I'm good with.
Because like a man that you can touch would not be better than this, of course.
A man that I could touch would be better, but that's the man that I want to touch. That's the man that I want to touch. I'm not sure, like,
so you're saying that for the last 2 years almost, you haven't been able to afford to see each other?
We can afford to see each other. It just hasn't been my priority. Okay, so let me explain. We met back in 2020. We became friends first. The relationship got sexual. We met up. I go to Detroit. He comes to Columbus, and we're fine. When I moved here and isolated myself from everything because I was in a new environment. I needed to focus on my kids and things like that. So
your kids in their 20s and you got an 11-year-old. What you focusing on? They age?
Kept in touch over the phone. It wasn't like...
How do you keep in touch with your boyfriend? Girl, if this lady don't sound like bobblehead Betty, I don't know who she is.
Oh, you my man. It wasn't like that when I first moved here. But as we continue to have our friendship, as we continue to grow during this year that I've been here, and I haven't been perfect. I slept with my baby's dad back in August. When I went home, it was a slip up, and we got through that, and we understand that.
I thought you just said you didn't want no...
It's not like I'm denying myself necessarily. It's just that I know I'm good with celibacy in my life because it was already there in place.
How are you good with celibacy and you just slept with somebody some months ago? I mean, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. So you've been celibate now because you had to start over again. So you told your friend that you slept with your kid's father, and he still allowed you to come on the show and vet for a woman for him. I need to meet him.
Or we decided to make it something serious. Now that we made it something serious, I'm enjoying the path that this is going.
So you made it something serious once you left. And now that you've been moved to a whole nother state, now you're in a relationship. You weren't in a relationship before you moved. When you were 3 hours away, you wasn't in this type of committed relationship of abstinence, not seeing him, talking to him on the phone, really not even in a relationship. Look how Kendra looking. Kendra looking the other side, and I'm looking over there. Kendra, turn your eyes back over here, because, honey, she looking at you like, yeah, y'all, she don't believe me. She don't believe me. Look how she looking. Kendra looking like, girl, if you don't take your 4-eyed, matter of fact, keep your 4 eyes. If you don't take your ass somewhere else and retwist them dreads, I know something. Because I ain't trying to hear this. And I have on my Miami Hurricane jacket, and I ain't nowhere near from Florida. No. No, Betty. No, Betty Sue. I'm sick of her. If I could just end this call right now, I'll end it. But I ain't going to end it. You know why? Because I'm going to get some views on this one. Because this lady have lost her damn mind. I'm not even that crazy. I'm just telling y'all what Kendra thinking. See, I'm thinking a little worse than what Kendra thinking. Okay? All right now? Now let's get back to this regularly scheduled program, or we'll never get done. Because, see, I knew something was wrong. She tapped into my time. Okay? Y'all better know what she did. She tapped into my damn time. And I knew something was wrong. When this woman tapped into my time, when I looked and seen that this video was more than 13 minutes and 21 seconds long, I knew something was wrong. I said, no. I'm going to have to put on me some blue blockers for this one. Okay? Let's get back to this regularly scheduled program, because I got a problem with this lady. And I think I need to do part 1 and 2 of it.
I'm going to be back in his face, and he's going to be back in my face, because I'm preparing now to leave Iowa, because I'm not happy here. I'm not happy without him. So I'm preparing now to leave Iowa within the next 6 months, and we'll be back together in each other's presence all the time. And so we look forward to that.
How y'all going to be in each other's presence all the time? Because y'all still going to be 3 hours away. Why y'all ain't in the same state?
But it's not like, I don't feel like the only thing that's missing from this whole thing is the component of sex. That's the only thing that's missing. I'm 50 years old.
Hold on. No.
Oh,
there's
thank you,
so much
Kendra.
more to a relationship, a partnership. Like, if you go to the hospital, he's not there. If
Right. And so experiencing those type of things is what's giving me the awakening that I'm like, you know what? I'm done with Iowa. I'm good. My 18-year-old is about to graduate. I really wanted to get him focused and out of high school. And so now, in the past month, I've been in preparations of going ahead and moving back, either to Detroit directly or back to Ohio. So it's
hold on,
not.
we got some paid questions, honey.
Okay.
Katrina said, so I'm curious, a man you know for 2 years, and you said it's your
For
fault
5 years. For 5 years. We've been friends before we were friends first, and that was in 2000 that we met.
Okay, so a man you know for 5 years, but she says 2 years, and you said it's your fault because you haven't made him a priority, so you have been wasting time. So if you're not making him a priority, would you have an issue with another woman making him a priority? Katrina, she up here to find him a woman, so that part.
No, I wouldn't have another problem with a woman making him a priority. He is a man, and there are needs that he does have in person in his life right now.
Girl.
So you can't provide his needs? You think I need another woman to provide needs for my man? You telling me, do you really think I need another woman to hold a conversation with my man? Do you not think that I can hold my own conversation with my man? Do you not think that I know how to entice my man with looking at me, being with me? Let's go out to dinner. Let's go out to eat. Let's go to the movies. You think I need another woman to provide his needs? So what the hell do he need you for? All you about to do is bring another woman into the equation and push you to the side. You're not bringing enough to the table, but all his freedom. Girl, Kendra, did Kendra ever tell when is this woman's birth date? When is her birth date? I need to know what her zodiac sign is.
I'm not pressed about.
Before, I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Listen.
I'm not. Let me answer her question. I'm not pressed about another woman making him a priority because he constantly makes me a priority. So I'm not worried about that. I know
How
where
does a
that
man
man.
that hasn't seen you in a year and a half
I,
make you a
I
priority?
because of our relationship. The literal only component to this relationship that is missing. Because we talk so much, we learn so much. I learn from him. I teach him so much. He softens me. He
Everyone says
protects
he's
me.
in prison. Everyone
No,
says
no. Go tell your brother bring me his phone. I called him earlier to tell him that I was doing this, and he was like, "Babe, are you serious?" But
Please get him on the line, damn it. I don't want to talk to her. I want to hear this man's voice. I'm being honest with you.
no, he's not in prison. He lives in Detroit. Like I
wait,
said,
hold on. Hold
Get
on.
the phone.
I'm gonna get to these questions. Okay, are you currently his only girlfriend? Does he currently, is he okay with you being involved with other men, women? If not, so yeah. Does he currently have other girlfriends? I say yes to that, but what's the answer?
I would say yes to that. We don't talk about that because that's not a priority of us. When we spend time together, I don't spend time with him asking him about what he's
Yeah,
doing
yeah, y'all don't
outside
spend
of me.
time together. You just told me y'all ain't seen him almost 2 years.
That's physically, but we're on the phone a lot. We FaceTime all the time.
Okay,
He
so
does classes.
would he be okay? Would he be okay with you being involved in another man?
I don't know because it's not my interest. It's not, honestly hasn't been my interest to be involved in other men. I got on your app before I reconnected with him recently. I got
Wow. Well, okay, so y'all haven't been in a relationship for 2 years then, because my app just came out not even a year ago.
Yeah, when I got on your app when your app first came out, and I looked for people in my area, in the area of Angus.
So in that
Right?
moment, were y'all in a relationship?
No, we were not in a relationship
Okay,
at
so
that time.
Tanika, here's the deal. You're confusing the hell out of us. You just
Okay,
said that.
so
Hold on, no,
we
hold on,
have
no,
been
no, don't cut me
friends.
off. Don't cut me off because you keep
Okay,
doing that, and that's why we getting confused. So now we gotta get this story
No,
straight.
Kendra, you're the
So
only
now
one
you're telling
confused.
me you said at one point in time y'all been in this relationship for almost 2 years. You haven't seen them since 2023. We're in 2025. But then you said you got on my app. My app came out in the duration of this 2 years. So it's impossible for y'all have to been together for 2 years. So which one is the story?
okay. So let me explain. We met in 2020, and we became friends, and we became sexually active. As a Hebrew Israelite, he does feel like, okay, you're my priority because I'm having sex with you at that time. I again moved here to Iowa in 2023. So given that I put more distance between us, it wasn't to me like, oh yes, we're in a relationship, we're in a relationship. So
Okay,
I
so
had
now
a lot
you
of
agree that that
freedom.
wasn't okay. So now we're getting somewhere because this story's changing.
Yeah.
So
So
let me
I
ask
had a
you this.
lot of
Wait, no,
freedom.
hold on. Answer this
I
directly
already
so we can
said
follow
that.
the story.
Okay.
When do you consider how long y'all been in a relationship?
See, that's the thing. I consider our relationship at the start of it in 2020. Have we
Okay,
had
no. So hold on,
separation?
pause.
Have we had
No,
separation between then?
Tanika, you
Absolutely.
don't have to give a lot of explanation. Just answer the
Okay.
question. When did y'all relationship begin? So when oh
2020.
okay, so you feel as though y'all been in a relationship since 2020.
Yeah.
Okay, so why
Absolutely.
just hold on? So why you just told me you was on my app and y'all wasn't in a relationship when you was on my app and that was last year?
Because I put distance between us by moving here to Iowa, and so I was looking around to see if maybe there was something else out there for me. And
Okay,
so,
so then
She
it's not
said that.
true that y'all been in a relationship since
you know,
2020.
you're asking me two different things. You said, when do I feel like we started a relationship? Yes, I consider
When
that
did
we
y'all
started this.
relationship end?
It didn't end. We just took breaks because I moved 10 hours away.
Kendra, please, girl. Look, what the lady is trying to say is she put herself in a relationship with this man since 2020. The man really wasn't in a relationship with her other than hitting and splitting and then talking to her ass on the phone. That was in 2020. Then in 2023, she moved to wherever she at right now. Then that put distance in the relationship. The problem with it is they wasn't in no damn relationship. If they were, it was in her head. Because she said so many tongue twisting, twangling of a comments until you can already tell she wasn't in a relationship. Plus, she slept with her kid's father back in August. So she telling us how disciplined this man is, how he's practicing a different type of culture, and she's steady embarrassing him because he's a practicing Hebrewite. He's a disciplined man. He's very territorial and protective of her. He'll send her money if she ever asks for it. The problem with it is none of this could be transpiring because she slept with her kid's father a few months ago. She's been on your app for a year now thinking there's something else out there. She's on here trying to vet a woman for him. But what is y'all relationship? Because y'all always been hours apart. She don't ask any questions. Kendra, pick up the pace and move on. She's not going to tell us the truth. She is not that. I don't feel like she got a lying tongue. I feel like she's delusional.
It never ended.
So what's okay? Because I'm trying to follow along what you said. So last year when you got on my app, was you single or was you in a relationship?
In a relationship.
I consider myself single at that time, but I was still
that's
dealing
the
with
point I'm
him.
trying to make.
I was still dealing with him,
from
talking
that time,
to him, and everything.
So you haven't. So if you considered yourself single last year, then you don't consider yourself in a relationship since 2020. Both things can't add up, honey.
Yes, because you
Yes,
said
it
when
can.
did I start my relationship with him? And
But,
he and
but no,
and
but
now
no,
have we
no,
had breaks?
pause. I want no
Have
pause.
we had breaks?
No, you
We
can't.
have.
So you told me. So okay, so you were single last year when my app came out. When did y'all get back into a relationship?
Around
Recently.
October of last year is when we got back
Right.
good. Around October of last year. But I don't feel like our relationship started October of last year. Because even though I was out here by myself and like I said, I put this distance between us by moving out here.
No, you put
I
that.
still always had an affinity for him. I still always.
No, you put that distance between you two because you wasn't getting what you wanted out of him. He wasn't giving you everything that you were looking for, which is a closer relationship. I don't give a damn if it was for him to move where you were at. I don't care if it was for him to start saying, no, we're in a relationship, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. Because you said that y'all didn't start getting closer in the relationship until this year here lately. Then y'all start being more solidifying as to who, what, when, and we're together. We ain't gonna never get the truth out of her. I'm about to end this one.
Love for him. He still always called and checked up on me. We were friends throughout this entire time. But there was a time and a period that, yeah, I did slip up with my baby dad because I was moving around out here like I was single. But I don't consider that break like definite from him because it was never definite from him. We always picked up exactly where we left off, and that's fine for me.
Okay, so this one said, so you left Ohio for safety, but you send kids back every year.
Yeah,
to
because their
that
father is there.
can't come.
He's not their father, but my kid's father is in Ohio. All my family is in Ohio. Everybody is in Ohio. So
So
yes,
he's in Ohio too.
he's in Michigan.
He's
In
in
Michigan. So he's closer to Ohio. So when I was in Ohio and he was in Michigan, we saw each other very frequently because Michigan is only 3 hours away. So I would go there, he'd come here, and we've seen each other frequently. And we were friends and we were lovers during that time. But when I put distance between us, to me, my reality was, okay, let me try to see if there's something else out there. And so I went on your app. I tried to see the same 5 black men came up from Iowa. And I was like, whatever. So he and I got back close again in October to the point of the relationship.
Well, girlfriend, you don't need to touch a man, so you need to make the app anywhere in the world because the way you telling us you could be in a relationship with a
that's him. That's what he and I share because remember, he and I have been friends prior to putting this distance between us. So no, it's not like
when
I
did your
was part of a
friendship
relationship
begin?
anywhere. What'd you say?
When did your friendship begin?
In 2020.
Okay, so the friendship began in 2020. When did he become your boyfriend?
In 2020.
Right.
So you met in 2020 and you became boyfriend and girlfriend in 2020.
Not right off, but yeah, we met, we were friends. I didn't want to mess with him like that at first. But in our friendship just grew. And then one night we were sitting at dinner, we were talking, we ended up taking it to another level. And that's what it was. And it was like that for years.
Here's Garden Rose. If a man wants to see you, he will. You could have met him in the middle of, you could have met him or you could have surprised him with a vacation. This gives low self-esteem, loneliness. She's settling. The bar is so low.
Yeah. I'm sure that's how everybody would feel. People are entitled to their opinion, but I know what I live. You know what I'm saying? I know what I feel. I know what he feels.
It seems like she's just the type of woman. She's built to have a relationship with a man where he can bring in a partner, and she's okay with it. Clearly, I just feel like, I could be wrong, and I doubt it, and I ain't taking it back. I feel like she got something as far as a low sexual drive. I feel like there may be some sort of issues with her. I feel like, you know, her underlying goal is whatever this man want is what she's going to give and provide. But way she's going to become a stickler at, and any woman out there that's willing to go along with this, you're going to have to deal with the gatekeeper. She's going to be far more harder on you as a partner, because she's choosing a partner. She's going to decide this and she's going to decide that. And anybody going to start being insecure and jealous, it's going to be her. So whoever decide to come into this relationship, you better beware. Buyer, beware. Receiver, beware. Because the giver is going to take you to a whole nother level. And if she don't be careful, he is going to run off with the other woman. And you better believe it. And on top of that, I would like to hear from him, because I want to know, do she even know how to vet for his type of woman other than he like boobs? Because she don't know what other type of woman on the other side he's screwing and sleeping with and phoning with. She don't know any of that.
Good. We're good.
Why would you, hold on, why would you call us? Like,
Because
because right now, because now it's like, if this is your life, okay, so be it. But why would you call us? No, like, you calling us looking for a woman for a man that you said was your man. I didn't even know that you hadn't touched this man in almost 2 years. Why call us with this story when you know
Because
that
I'm in
everybody on the
Iowa.
internet is gonna think this is crazy? So why even share
Okay.
this with the internet?
Because I'm in Iowa, there is not a lot of polyamorous opportunities here for people who would come into this situation.
But why are you worried about polyamorous, polyandry, polygamy? Why are you worried about any of that? And you're there where you're at. Somebody else's man is somewhere else. How are you going to connect this woman with the man anyway? Are you going to start now flying the woman out over there? Because your finances aren't right to get there. You're only there and you go back and forth to certain places because you're trying to get your kids to see their father, which you're sleeping with the father and making like you're not. What is another woman going to do when you're not even seeing the man? How are you going to connect that? Because clearly you're trying to control this man getting with another woman, and you're going to be the controlling factor as to who, when, where, and how they see each other. Not buying this.
Understand the situation
But y'all
and
are
be
not even
okay.
in the same city, so how does a woman
Because
like,
we are going to be, like, my house is being packed up right now. I'm relocating back to either Michigan or back to Ohio. And so we will be in more comfort space. And mind you, that's within 6 months or less. I'm just waiting for
okay,
the
so with that
senior.
being said, why not call us back then? Why not call us back when you actually have seen
I'm
them
trying
in
to get
person?
to vet
It's been
her.
2 years since you touched them, and now y'all together. Why call us now to find a woman
Because
that?
I tend to fall in for friends. And so I want to find somebody that we can vet a friendship with. Because it's not like I'm going to just take somebody in and say, come on in and join us in this circle. No. I want to be able to build something with a female who understands the dynamic of what's going on and is comfortable with what's going on and is okay bringing herself into this to add value to what we got going on.
She also just said that whoever they bring into this polyamorous relationship, she need them to know that it's not all sexual. So my question is, are you planning on sleeping with the woman? Or this is all about the man having someone to sleep with? What is it?
He's
Hold on
about
real
to
quick.
jump.
Because,
Like I said, he's an engineer. He's about to jump back into real estate, and so we want somebody that we are friends with, along with there's an extension of the friendship. That's all.
let's do the Kendra can. And for the person that told me to calm down, kiss my ass. I'm
Right
not
there.
calming down on
That's kiss her ass and mine too.
the damn show. I'll calm up just because you told me to calm down, bitch. How about that one? You calm your ass down. This story crazy as hell.
Wait a minute. What the hell? Did you just tell? Did Kendra just tell that man to calm down? BITCH. And you ain't calming down, you calmed up. See, this is what people need to understand. All that disrespect on people's channels and stuff like that. Yeah, I get on Kendra with these frontals and stuff like that. But how about this? That's my baby sister. And I like when she defend herself, because people do try to take advantage. They come on your show, and because they looking at you or whatever, they feel like they could get their goddamn point of view off in your show, in your comments and stuff like that. No, get your own channel and let me come and critique you. Get back to the regular scheduled program, Kendra, please, because I want to know, this lady ain't telling the truth. And I would like to talk to this man. Why didn't that little kid bring that phone like she asked for 20 minutes ago? You can't control the man, and you can't even control your children. I know I heard this woman tell that kid to bring that phone. Bring the phone to me, because, I had called him earlier. Why you ain't calling him while we here? Because I got some questions for him. This is when we going to make some money, because there's going to be a lot of paid damn questions on this right here.
Figure out the truth.
Look at her.
Yeah, because she like, if you haven't seen him in 2 years, and why? How is that your boyfriend? But it's
that's why she up in age. She got some problems within, and she should just tell the truth and say, I got some health issues. I'm not as sexually active. I love a man, but I could love him in a conversation mode. I could love him in a mother way, but there's other needs that he need that I cannot provide for him. I'm just looking at her. And she don't have the sexual energy and the sexual drive that it takes probably to keep up with this man. Because, honey, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to run him out the bedroom. And I'm not being funny. So you're going to call yourself old and up in age. You do that. But don't include all us 50-year-old, honey. Because I just turned 50 and it ain't even been a year ago. It ain't even been a month. And I ain't going to say I'm no damn up in age, honey. Because I'll do a goddamn backflip on you like this in a minute and lay down and do a split. Just like that. I'm not up in age. You better know it. And I love talking to my men. So y'all remember I do a men only live every night. And I do it during the daytime too. But anyway, let's get back to this one.
If that's the case, calling me and us with this story, you know what this is going to do. Like, you know what the energy is going to get.
I'm not oppressed. I'm not pressed about like what people think is the opportunity. Listen, I'm in Iowa. Ain't a whole bunch of black people out here. It's not a whole bunch of people that's interested in polyamorous situations or opportunities. And so this was the quickest way to get interest, at least to see if there was interest out there. That's all. Okay. That's all. And that's what you're showing.
Where did you meet him? They said, where did you meet?
Okay, so I'm friends with his sister, and I met at his sister's. Yeah, you can FaceTime him. That's my 19-year-old. My 19-year-old is about to FaceTime him.
Thank you.
So I met him. Me and his sister are close friends. We're like family, and he was coming down, staying with his sister, and that's how we met. And I've been to Detroit. I've been to his family's house. His family has met me. Please believe this year in Iowa has definitely taught me a lesson. Okay, so I'm headed back home. I'm headed back to him for that reason, because I'm sick of it being a long distance situation. But no,
you're not sick of it being a long distance damn situation. What you're glad about is you think because you put distance between y'all that drew him closer to you. That's what that did. That's why you're sick of it. You was gone long enough. I mean, because me, if I'm with a man and I know this man care about me and I know my heart is there, and I'm leading in the way where I want that type of traditional relationship, whether I decide to add somebody in or not, I'm going to miss this man sooner than 2 years, a year and a half, or whatever. I'm going to miss this man within minutes, hours, days, weeks, but damn sure before a month is up. So it took you to go this long to realize how much you miss him, or it took you this long to be in Iowa to get treated like a slave dog in order for you to say you miss this man. Hell to the no. When you started realizing that you miss him is when you felt like he really wanted you. And that was within the last couple of months after you slept with your kid's father. You told him you slept with the father, and then October, he realized he wants you. Let's keep it real.
Situation where there's a woman
I'm
who
sick of her.
can, like I said, come into this situation and add value, then this was the quickest way to find that person.
Okay.
Well,
What value is he gonna add? She didn't answer that question. What's the value? The value has nothing to do with her. The value is only about the man.
I gotta go. You said you're on the dating app?
I was, yeah. I stopped because I didn't find nobody. It wasn't nobody.
Okay, you know that's the way that the woman's gonna reach out to you. So you gotta set up
right.
your profile. You wanted somebody to reach out to you.
Let me see. So I am gonna re-download it.
Is he on the phone? He's on the FaceTime? I want to talk to him.
Hold on.
And I like Kendra to ask the right questions, so she need to get me on the phone. And I mean every bit of it.
My son is calling him from his phone, not from my phone. So hold on 1 second.
Let's meet him on FaceTime, y'all.
I knew that this was going to cause a ruckus, but it really isn't as complicated as people want to make it be. It really isn't. I'll be back in Columbus. We'll be back and forth from Detroit to Columbus, and it's really not as...
Well, your story changed a couple times, so that's what got it. That's what made it.
It's not that it changed. I maybe wasn't as clear as I should have been as far as the timeline.
No, it changed
but it didn't change.
It really didn't.
Girl, I can rewind it. When you brought up my dating app, you said you were single. Then you said you've been in a relationship for 2 years. You said you've been in a relationship for 2 years. My ex has been out for 2 years. So how could you have been single within a year? Which one? It can't be both answers.
I took it that way because I had put so much space between us.
And that's fine. Listen, Tanika. Tanika. I'm sorry. Tanika. That's fine. But what I'm saying is, you told the story 2 different ways, so that's why I was confused.
So
you
my
told
apologies.
2 different things.
I didn't mean to confuse anybody. It's just that, like I said, I had put so much space in between us. I was out here in Iowa, so I'm like, let me see, what opportunities might be out here.
Okay, I actually have to go. Is he coming on FaceTime?
No. He hasn't answered my son's phone.
He with his wife.
He might. He's not married, but he might be with somebody. Last I talked to him, I talked to him when he first got on Instagram, and he was going to bed because he got in a car accident today. So he was going to sleep at that time.
He got in a car accident, and you didn't feel the need to rush by his side?
I talked to him while he was in the hospital. We're 10 hours away. How am I going to rush? Like, you got to be realistic when you live in a long distance relationship.
Planes leave every day.
I know, but I'm not. No, I didn't jump on the plane. He's fine. He got discharged from the hospital today. He's good.
Cause his wife said you can't come by.
She might have, but when I get there, she don't got no choice. Cause when I'm in town, I'm there.
Well, you ain't been there in 2 years, so she ain't worried about you pulling up.
But he's worried about me, so that's all that matters to me.
I don't know how worried he is. He ain't come to see you.
Because Kendra G. Because I literally have told him.
It don't matter. If he wanted to see you, he would have came to see you regardless of what you felt.
And that's fine. That's your perception, and that's fine for you to have that.
That's the fact. That's how men are. If he wanted to come, he would come.
And
regardless of what you say.
You're absolutely right. But the fact that he hasn't traveled anywhere because he hasn't come to see me.
Because he got holidays with his wife.
It's not a problem for me.
Kendra, stop.
We know.
Yeah.
Listen, I literally.
So to keep having to drive that point is unnecessary.
No, to be quite honest, I'm actually sad. This makes me sad. Like yes, you are making me sad. Like for real. Like
she's making me sad too, and I understand what Kendra G is saying. She honestly making me sad too. She making me sad because I don't care what men say. Oh, you 50 years old. Nobody wants you. They don't want women in their 40s and their 50s. They don't want a woman, if you've already had kids. They don't want this. They don't want that. It makes me sad to know that this lady is 50 years old. Girl, that's young. 50 years old. And I tell you, boy, I feel like I'm just getting started on y'all. And I'm not joking. I feel like I'm, goddamn it, 25 years old, just like that. And for her to be settling for anything, it's not funny. When you see women do stuff like this, it set us so far back. They already look at us, especially black women. They look at us like we the most, we below everybody on the totem pole. We below black women, other black women, white women, black men, white men. We below dogs. They already look at us like we are nothing. And then you get an old grizzly grimmer that giggles and laughs and thinks stuff like this funny. It's not funny because the reality to it is people put all black women in one box until we stand apart from the other ones. We got to work so hard just to classify who we are. And for me to see, and it's not to say that she's not happy, but I'm going to be honest. If I had a one-on-one conversation with her, I promise you, she's not happy. And it's not funny. And then the problem with it is, you got boys. You're showing them that this is okay. See, the apple never falls too far from the tree. No, you moved away from everybody because you weren't happy inside, and this is how you had to find some sort of peace. And then this man moved back in your life in October, and then he started, oh, we in a relationship. Oh, it's just me and you. Why? Because I'm sure you told him you slept with your kid's father. Because if she was that happy, there's no way you make mistakes like that. Because a woman that's committed to a man don't sleep with other people. I don't care how interesting it seems. Your bottom part is not interested in that. And then you already been down that road with an ex. So how was that interesting? Unless you've never been over this ex. I mean, me, I'm never going backwards like that. When I'm done, it's it. But you're acting like you're so in love. You're so this, you're so that. How did you manage to sleep with someone else? But you're putting this man up on such a pedestal. So he's something he didn't lock down right.
I think I'm coming across so aggressive because I so want you to wake up that it breaks my heart that you do not get it, but I can't do anything to help you get it. So it's actually very sad to me.
Right. So don't be sad about it. Don't be sad about it because I'm good. I'm good. So you shouldn't be sad about it. I like I said, I came here to Iowa. I realized that I don't want to be here in Iowa. I realized that I really want him. I'm bad on him. He's bad on me. So I'm making preparations to leave Iowa so that I can go and have the relationship that we...
Something is wrong with this lady, and I'm not being funny, but I'm even looking at her skin and her face. There's something going on with this woman, probably health-wise, and she's willing to keep this man by making sure he's happy and neglecting herself. Something is wrong. There's something going on with her, and maybe she feel like, okay, this ain't the place for me to talk about it with Kendra G. And man, I'm gonna say shame on you, even though if you're a man, that's what you gonna do. But shame on you. Shame on you for not letting this woman go, especially if you know you really don't want her. Because it don't matter how many women she vet for you, how many women she find for you. You're going to be always sleeping with someone else because you know good and damn well you're not happy with this woman. And you need to stop. And I would love to do an interview with both of them.
And we're fine.
No, you're not.
I'm not concerned about like him having... He's not married. I know he doesn't have a wife. I met the ex-wife. I met the baby's mom. I met the kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pressed about that right now. My focus was to come here and take care of some family business. I did that. And now I'm headed back home.
I pretty much had been hurting most of my life, and I can't work. The doctor took an x-ray.
So me coming on your show was so that I can find somebody who is either here or maybe in Michigan or maybe in Columbus who understands that dynamic, who isn't pressed about the dynamic being different like it is, and is okay with that and will grow into a friendship and relationship with us. We're okay. Like, I don't want you to be sad about the situation, Kendra, for real. You see, I'm packing up my house now. Like, I got boxes, I got furniture. I'm leaving Iowa because I know that I need to be closer to my man. And my man knows that he wants me closer to him.
He wants you closer to him because he found out you slept with your damn kid's father, dumbass.
Haven't seen each other in a while. We are not pressed about that. I'm not pressed about, he might be with his wife. I'm not pressed about that. I'm not pressed about that because when we are, in an opportunity to see each other more often, we always do. And we always have. And it's okay. Being that I am okay with a polyamorous relationship, that should tell you that I'm not looking at the situation like, oh, woe is me.
But Monica, so now I get confused. Okay, because I know we got to go in a second. But why are you looking for a woman for him if he already has a woman?
Because we are both okay with polyamorous relationships.
Right, no. But answer this. He already has women, you said. So what is the point of you finding another woman?
That. I said I don't stress myself about that is what I said.
That's what she said.
I didn't say, I said, yeah, he may be. That's but it's not like I sit around like, oh, do you have a wife?
But you guys know, you guys talk. You don't ask that natural question.
We talk all the time. No, I don't. When I spend time with him, because we're apart like we are, when I spend time with him, our conversation is not about,
let me ask you this. Do you think in the year and a half that you haven't seen him that he's entertaining other women?
I believe that he has had sex with somebody. I believe that.
So if that's the case, why do you have to find a woman for him?
Because we would like to have something that is a communal relationship and a polyamorous relationship for us.
But if he already has another, but what I'm saying is, why can't you just join in with the girl that he already has?
Because from what he and I talk about, I am his woman. So there isn't a woman that, like y'all are putting it that, okay, why don't you just join him and his girl? I never said he had a girl. I'm saying hypothetically he does, so be it, but there is no woman for him to introduce me to or bring me into.
So fair enough. We don't know, but y'all grown. You can't have the grown question of, hey, are you sleeping with other women? Are you talking? Like, why? That's a grown question. You should know that just for STD purposes.
It is a grown question, and I do know that for STD purposes. So again, I do know, and I'm confident in saying that, yes, my man has had sex with somebody. But do I think my man is building a relationship for longevity with somebody? No. It's been a year and a half, almost 2 years. So in that time, realistically speaking, and I'm not in the city, I'm not where at access to him. So yes, realistically, I know that he probably has had sex with someone. But
okay, we gotta go. Sierra said, can you just bring a woman himself, like one he already is dating? That's what I was kind of alluding to. What's the over under? All right, but listen, girl. Listen, we got to go. Listen, we can't do this anymore. I gotta go. I'm running late. I got to go. I got a flight to catch. Listen, yes. I'm gonna listen. I know you told me not to be sad, but it does make me sad, and that's just that. And I know you want me to be sad, but I am sad about it. I really am sad about it. But hey, it's your life. You have to live it, and that's what it is. But you caught us with your life. So you know the whole internet is going to be talking about you. So just get ready for that. I love you, and I wish you the best. Bye. On new kid
around me.
I'm done spending an obscene amount of money on takeout every done.
I'm getting back on track with Factor.
Fresh, never around me. I'm not that person.
I guess the only thing I could say to sum this story up, to each his own. I can only tell you, ladies out there, if you're doing things like this just to make sure that you please and make a man happy, you're going to show submissiveness on the side of the man because you're giving this man everything that he want and probably giving him everything that he need, which is excluded from you. The only thing that I could tell you is, it's nothing like being in a one-sided relationship. But the way this lady is talking, she's talking like she's happy. And I truly believe she probably is okay to an extent because she have her own personal issues going on. I wish him nothing but the best. I wish that I could talk to whoever this man is because he honestly, he's having his cake and he eat it too. And if a woman allows you to do that, then goddamn it, you be a monkey and you continue to climb up the tree. I hope whatever's going on with her, she start looking at herself as a little bit more worthy. I hope she start looking at herself as, okay, so it's okay for your sons to go out and do something like this. Or is it okay for your sons to be treated like this? This is your girl, Queen Dee Dee with Dee Dee Saiddit. I'll say like, share, comment, subscribe. If you don't do anything else, don't get in this type of relationship if you don't mean it from your heart. Maybe she mean it for her heart, but to me she don't. She moved so far away, no damn family business, girl. You didn't move far away from no family business, because if you got children, then these children got a dad. Why didn't the dads do something about getting there to see them? You going back and forth, commuting back and forth to take the children to see the daddy, and you're sleeping with the daddy too. You holding a whole lot of secrets inside them dreads. And if I ever talk to you, I'm gonna pull it all out, you girl.
Six two Queen.
Man time. Let's get it.